All right, guys, so I am rocking the Corvette shirt. Must be a Corvette day, and it is. We are in Huntsville, Alabama, visiting a dealership, Landers McLarty. Now, these guys were awesome to talk to, awesome to work with. If you guys are looking for a C8 Corvette or want to order a Z06 in the Southeast US, check them out. I'll put the info down below. Again, Landers McLarty Chevrolet. Huge thank you to them. Now, you might be wondering why fly to Alabama for this. Well, not every Chevy dealer gets to see the Z06. You have to actually buy it as a dealer. So, and it's pretty expensive. It's like, I think it's 15 or 16 grand. Kind of have to take what you can get. And this one was pretty close. And I figured, you know what? Hop on a plane, takes an hour to get there, and we're here. So this is our connect over in the white Ford Raptor. And we'll go see the Z06 and then go as far as I can today to actually order the car. I'm excited. Hello. What's up, man?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Not only does the car come here, but it comes with like all the stuff, like all the options so that you can see like seatbelt colors and car swatch colors and you know, all that kind of cool stuff as well. So you can kind of experience and touch the items that you're gonna order for your car. And it's pretty cool. So that's what I guess they're unloading now. You can see like some flooring and whatnot, but the car is already inside and wow, it looks good from back here even. Wow. Whew. Oh man, so here she is. And of course, the really cool option is the carbon fiber wheel. Now this car doesn't have it, but it's that same style, but in carbon fiber. You can see the massive carbon ceramic. And just right off the bat, you can really tell how much wider this car is than the base model. Look at the huge radiator back there in the vent, not unlike in a Ventador vent. Like that's how big it is, really wide on the car. And of course, that is what makes the Z cars way better than a base model. The width and the hips on the car when you see it really makes a big difference in real life. Like pictures, you can't really tell, but in real life, you can really tell when it's wider. The only beef that I really had with the base model car was the rear end. And you know, some other minor things, but the rear end on the base model was okay, but I really didn't like the GM high wing and I didn't like the exhaust on either side of the car. They have fixed both for the Z06. So you got the back to the center exit where it should be. Instead of like a rounded square tip, it's a circular tip. And I just, I love that. I think that looks way better than the base model ones on either side. And the high wing from GM on the base model had like the 4 posts and it wasn't really, just didn't look great. This one looks really cool. Up front is different as well. The dive planes here on the side, really aggressive. I'm guessing that's Z07 aero, but really the whole front end is redesigned as well. The base model car looks a lot different, and that's one thing for the C8 that is kind of new with the Z06. They've always been different. You had the C5, that was FRC only, fixed roof, whereas the regular C5 base you could have in the coupe or the fixed roof. Other than that though, really no differences. And then for the C6 was like a little bit wider, slightly different front, like it had a little hood vent in the front where the base model didn't, but other than that, again, you couldn't tell. And then C7 had a few more differences. The front grille was different, the back end was different, wider, the hood vent was different. Every generation of Z06 was slightly more and more different than the base model car. And now for the C8, the Z06 is it's like completely different. So the front end completely redesigned, totally different look. The back of the car obviously completely different as well. So the differences between the base model and the Z car have gotten to be a lot, and you can see it with this one. It just looks really, really good. Loving the front end and the inside of the car. You know, not going to be a whole lot different than the base model. So that whole center stack is carbon all the way up on the door panels. You can see on the wheel too. The wheel looks really, really cool. Very supercar-like. The paddles are carbon fiber. Love that. So that's super cool. And then a lot of carbon fiber on the engine bay as well back there. So you can see that beautiful 5.5 liter hand-built V8, naturally aspirated V8, most powerful production, naturally aspirated V8, 670 horsepower, 500 pound-feet. So to put that in perspective, in comparison to other cars, you've got like a Lamborghini Huracan Evo, right? NA, 5.2 liter, about the same size. V10 though, so 2 extra cylinders and makes like 50 less horsepower than this. Sure, you can get all this in carbon as well, like the dive planes, splitter, so that's an option. And again, the wheels And if you look at the front tires, on the base car, it's a 245. On this car, it's a 275. In the back, I think, is a 285. Is it time? Oh, it's time. It's time. And the back is a 345. Yeah, way bigger. Oh, yeah. Very exotic. Guys, my first person. Very exotic, very awesome. Wow. Wow. Way louder than it seems on video. A baby one. Everyone waiting on a little rev.
Oh, he didn't do it.
There she is in the middle of the floor. Again, I think the big takeaway for me is the rear. Way better than a regular one. And that's all I need to see. Now, the only thing is, what color would you get? Red actually looks really, really good. I was thinking for sure I would do rapid blue. I saw yellow on pictures, not in person, but I think yellow might have to make a comeback for the C8 Z06. And there you can see like some of the options coming in, your wheel options and all that. I do love the carbon fiber wheel. I think that, I mean, that is, I'm for sure getting it. I hope that there's no like build delays on that, because that, that looks so sick. And then over here, you've got your colors. Nothing new here really. I think all the same colors. I think orange would look amazing on this car. Rapid blue I know would look good. And the yellow I know looks good. So that's actually really tough. Like, which one do you pick? I feel like it's between those three for me. We got the orange, the blue, and the yellow. I would lean towards the blue or the yellow. I still don't know yet. And then over here, you can see some of the new carbon fiber options. You could do mirrors. I'm not sure if you could do the mirrors on the base model car, but the whole new Z06 carbon fiber engine cover back there. And then on the steering wheel, same wheel, but carbon on the top and bottom, and then a nice little Z06 badge on the bottom of the wheel. And then, of course, like you saw in the car, the paddles in carbon as well, which I think is a really nice touch. I know you couldn't do that on the base car, so that's pretty cool. Car sale tactics 101. You bring people in and then you sweeten them up with the free food. I came for the Z06. I stayed for the whatever this is. It's like banana pudding. It's freaking delicious, but they're about to pull the cover off the car. Now, we already got the good like behind the scenes footage when no one was around, but I'm still gonna show got a little crowd here, so I'm gonna show them pulling the cover off. But this food, Alabama, you do it right. This food is freaking phenomenal. Maybe should I get some more?
I think you might as well.
I think, you know, I look a little famished. Maybe I need another one. I don't know what it is. It's like banana
pudding.
Banana pudding?
Banana pudding.
Oh, I'm a huge fan. I'm a believer now.
Just don't, if you get it, you make it up there, don't put nuts in it. It's horrible.
Got it. Got it.
I'd like to introduce to you your 2023 Z06. And from this point on, I promise you, the streets will never be the same. It is unlocked. What you're looking at is a beautiful 3LZ when it comes to the package. And fully loaded Z07's aerial package too, as well with the carbon fiber painted wheels. The price point, I know you guys want to know that. $1 million question. First person to give me $1 million, I give you the answers that you guys see. I can tell you that much. But nevertheless, it's open for things. Have a good time. Have a Chevrolet. On behalf of General Motors, enjoy yourself.
Like I said, you guys already saw the car for the most part, but I did want to show you a little bit of a better view of the engine now that the hatch is open. We should be able to sneak in a little view over here. Yeah, because you want to see that hand-built 5.5 liter V8. The world's most powerful NA production V8 right up in there. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here we go. So this will be hopefully the first of many times we get behind the wheel.
Hold that for
This
you?
is comfy, sure. How do I look in here?
Oh, you look great.
I'm ready. It's been awesome down here. Alabama is, I didn't think I was gonna meet anybody, but I have met more people here than maybe I do at home. Like, it's been crazy, and everyone has been so nice. Sorry, the wind is blowing from that way. But again, a huge huge thank you to Landers McClarty Chevrolet here in Huntsville, Alabama. Great people, and they were so nice. Now, this is a great example of like just really good customer service can make a difference. I put down, not a deposit yet, but I'm gonna be on their list as well. So we're getting 2, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but they were so nice. I was like, you know what, let me get on the list. I would rather be on the list than not be on the list. Rather be safe than sorry. And I'll put an order in with them as well. So, I mean, that's literally, I just now decided that. But yeah, great people. All of you have been awesome, and it was fun. Great day. And now let's fly home and get you some more Z06 info. We got the visualizer up, so I just wanted to show everyone. So I guess we'll start with like the inside information. Hold on, I got my list like rich here. I think I have some paperwork. When can we submit?
Technically, March 21st, the rest of the world can see this.
Okay.
March 23rd, pricing.
Okay.
March 24th, we'll be placing your order and about 10 others.
Okay.
So I'm not going to place all 200 people.
Because there's no point.
No point. So I'm just going to place just a handful, and every month after that, add to that list.
But
this is what it'll look like. Like, for example.
So you guys can find this list. It's
yeah,
not
it's
like
on Corvette Action Center. Yeah. It's just a thing.
But so this was leaked from GM. These are the options here. Colors.
Yeah, colors.
Caffeine metallic. What is that?
That's
like
the brown. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have our
Arctic white.
Arctic white.
Got ceramic matrix. Carbon flash black.
Nothing too like things we don't know about. Carbon flash metallic is the anniversary car. This is the anniversary car.
So I think I've decided with you. I think I'm gonna do rapid blue.
All right.
Z06.
All right. So let's put it over here.
All right. Rapid blue. Rapid blue.
This is my favorite spec right here.
You are about
Full
them white.
red.
Beaver had a C6 white with red and loved it. It was actually super cool because he had the red Grand Sport stripes on it as well. There we go. Rapid blue. That is sweet. Yeah. Even,
and then like the next,
man, looking at that, dude, the Spider would be so sick.
Again, nothing that I see that's like
nothing
super
different.
Shocking to me, right? Like nothing brand new.
The only thing with Z06 is like a lot more carbon fiber.
A lot more.
Which I want.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Obviously engine, transmission, wheels. There's a bunch of different wheels, which we already knew that like over here.
Right. So want the carbon fiber ones. Hopefully, as long as there's no like delay with those, which there could be.
There could be. And that brings up a very good point with the delays. So and I want you to be aware of this. You remember last time in 2020, you got the first car and you wanted rapid blue.
Yeah.
But you couldn't get rapid blue.
Because rapid blue is a delay.
As soon as you order. So we'll have to make a decision. If carbon fiber wheels are not available at time of order,
we go just right to black.
Right to black. Okay.
Yep. Same thing.
Otherwise, what I do is if I don't get carbon fiber wheel option, we have to switch it.
Some of the options you might want aren't ready yet. So like with the original, like Beaver was talking about, the original C8 that I had, I wanted rapid blue. I wanted something else that I couldn't get because it just wasn't ready yet. So I said, all right, scrap it, whatever gets me the car early, which for YouTube, like that's important. I want to get the car out there first. I want to be early.
Right.
For the average person though, like who cares if it's a couple weeks or a month, like who really cares? But so if there are things that I've picked out that are going to mean the car is delayed, I'll have to scrap those.
This is new for 23. Orange calipers, which we are, again, off the visualizer, we already knew that.
I think I would do blue.
You can't do blue.
Oh, there's no blue calipers.
No.
I guess black then.
Black.
Although yellow with the blue.
Yellow would be cool. And then some striping packages are new, like the 17th anniversary, obviously striping.
I want the biggest one possible.
Yes. So spoiler, rear fascia fixed variation 3 and variation 4.
Okay.
We don't know what that is yet.
Gotcha.
I would assume one of them is going to be the low wing and the other one's going to be the high wing.
Gotcha.
Right? Here's probably like one of the variations and the other one will be like the low.
That is so sick. It's making me honestly want the convertible, but it's so cool to see. I really, truly believe the C8 is one of those cars where it might look better as a convertible.
I think so too.
Like it looks so good with the roof down.
And then we have some visible carbon fiber package.
So want all that, the visible carbon fiber.
All that. We'll click all that. Front lift, you'll want that. What else is like?
That's pretty
I saw something cool. Black exhaust tips was an option.
Oh, gotta have
right. So instead of taking this like the silver ones, you get black.
Then you don't have to modify it.
4 black ones right in the middle.
A couple things to remember too. Like I have been on the list for years already.
Always.
And if you're not, like, it's just assumed that I'm on the list because everyone already knows I'm getting the car no matter what. But if you're not on the list already, it's going to be years until you can get one of these cars.
Years.
Because every dealer that sells Corvettes like Whitmoyer or any dealer that sells a lot of Corvettes already has a list with like hundreds and hundreds of people on it.
Mine's at 200, and that will be years.
So it's so like
the only way that list is going to change, and it will change, is when pricing comes out, and it might shock some people. You know, some people are talking, oh, it's going to start at 89.9. I mean, what if GM starts this at 104?
I was going to say, what do you think pricing wise?
I
think 90 to 100 start.
I think they're going to say 94.9.
Base. Wow. So with all this, we're talking 150. I think
your car's going to be a 150 car.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, something like this, rapid blue, carbon wheels.
We don't know the pricing, but it's not going to be cheap.
I think the Z07 package is going to be 10 grand.
Yeah.
And I think the wheels are going to be 10 grand.
I believe that.
You know, just the Z07.
Yeah.
What just happened? There we go. I think that's going to be really. I think the interior, carbon fiber.
That's going to be 5.
I think it's going to be 5 grand.
5 in there.
That's this whole center console.
It's a lot.
Right now on the car, you can get like $23,000 in carbon fiber.
Really? That's how it is
on the
C8.
standard car.
So you got to figure
this
it out.
one
30, 35,
35 grand in carbon
plus
fiber.
the wheels. That's 45 G's just in carbon stuff right there.
Yeah. And that's how we get to probably 150K in a convertible. That's cool, right?
The red calipers and red seat belts.
I don't know
I would
why
do black interior for sure. Like it's up there, but yellow with the blue would be cool too.
Yellow is
cool.
cool.
Like to see yellow. But those are the wheels I'm getting. So there you guys go. As a Corvette sales guy,
this is
and
fun.
you are the Corvette guy, like you only get these opportunities like once every like
years.
4 or 5 years. Yeah. You know, you get a new Corvette every like 8 to 10, and you get the Z06 comes out. Like this is huge. And it's fun for me too. But that's the best thing you can do to try to guarantee yourself an early car.
Don't call your salesperson at your dealership and say, "Oh, I saw this color live. I want to change my order." Don't do that. Just wait, get the perfect spec, and then put it in.
I'm doing coupe, and
they're
we'll have
gonna
the
be both at the same
order.
time.
You think exact same time?
Comment
That's
below.
actually like, man,
Comment below.
I don't know.
Should he do a coupe or convertible?
That's the one thing I'm thinking too. It'll be easier to work on the coupe as well.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be hacking it apart for sure.
Then you can see that.
Yeah.
All right,
So coupe it is.
Coupe it is.
So we've got the order ready.
You just wait.
Come, what is it, March 24th? Done deal.
And then we'll get a build date.
Okay, guys, well, there you go. And a little behind the scenes info on the Z06. And today should be, okay, tomorrow the order will go in. So actually, by the time a lot of you watch this, the order will be going in, and then it's official, it's done. And I've got everything picked out. And that is really the best advice I can give. I do get, people asking about that all the time, like how to get an early car, whatever. And the truth is, like, it can come down to luck. It can come down to just what car gets built, what your VIN number is, a lot of factors. But I mean, it can only help you if you, number one, if you're on the list already, which I've been on for years. And, like people now that want a car, people that waited to see the car come out, like now you're gonna be way down on the list. And I'm guessing that being the type of car this is and the hype around it, and it's gonna be the last true driver's car Corvette. They're gonna be all hybrid from now on, and all cars, period. This is an NA, beautiful NA V8, old school V8, no hybrid, no electric, just simple, pure, epic driving car. I think this will be a very valuable car going forward. I think they're not going to be able to fill orders, and I'm assuming that given that information, this car will be flipped for a lot of money when people get them. Now, people like me are going to drive them, but I think a lot of people are going to have these, and I think you'll see, if they're coming out to if good ones are coming out at like 140, 150 MSRP, I think you'll see these things for sale right after, as soon as people start getting them, I think you'll see them for sale on the used market for 200K and maybe 250 or not. I really think, a base model C8, you're not supposed to see that yet. A base model C8, they were going for 120, 130. Easy. And the MSRPs were like 90. If you're not on the list, you're going to have to pay a lot of money if you want one in the first couple of years. So I'm pumped. It's going to be an awesome car, and I can't wait. I hope you guys are excited as well. If you enjoyed this upload, give it a big thumbs up. Take care. Have a great night. I'll see you in the next one.